All right, YouTube family, how you doing? Welcome back. As you see, I'm putting out some more content today. It's Monday, the day after Sunday. It took forever to get that long video out there. Oh my goodness. I don't got internet. I have to kind of use Wi-Fi on the road. But anyway, today I wanted to talk about AI and my thoughts on it and the potential for it. I think a lot of people have a lot to say about it. Number one, I'll tell you, we've been saying it for years, and now it's official. Well, it's been official. Official. The AI's coming for your job. It's coming for your job. Now, as of where I am right now in the trades, I'm not worried about AI taking my job. There is no robot that can replace me, at least not now. But I'll tell you, AI is moving fast. I predicted it before where AI was going to be able to replace your lawyer. And sure enough, it's happening. AI does a better job of lawyering than your lawyer does. So, they're coming for lawyers. Now they're coming for actors. Adult actresses as well. They're coming for your job too. OnlyFans models, they're coming for your job too. Actual Hollywood actors, respected actors, they're coming for you. Back in the day, I remember when they invented holograms to be able to put on musical shows, performances. Prince said that was the devil. And I was like, what a strange thing to say, but now I see they don't need you anymore, Prince. Now they got Prince up there doing shows, doing performances, doing concerts. Yeah, sure. How much of that money did Prince make? He's dead, but you can still go to his concert. You can go to a Tupac concert. How much of that money do you think Tupac made? So there's a lot to consider with that one. Now, one thing that's going to really suffer is what the kids call YouTube slop. And it is YouTube slop. Now me, I go on YouTube. I prefer longer format videos. I like videos that are like a half hour, an hour. Sometimes I'll watch videos that are like 3 hours long because it's regarding a subject that I'm interested in. I want to know the details. I want to know everything about it. So, that is one thing I'm into. But most people, it's just the shorts. Videos that are 1 minute, 2 minutes, on to the next one. You take a look at your YouTube studios, you'll see once you get to like 1 minute and 45 seconds, you lose like 90% of your audience. You see the successful YouTube channels, they're pumping out shorts. So they make like a 3-hour interview and then they break it up into like 6 or 7 clips of shorts. Dump out those shorts, and that's where the numbers are. I got a YouTube channel myself. If you've noticed, I'm putting out shorts. I try to put out once a week. That's my goal. One a week. And it's amazing, like my longer form videos will get, I'm not complaining, 20 views, 10 views, 60 views. I've gotten a little bit higher. But normally it's around 20 to 40 views. Look at my videos. Look at my history. And then I'll put out a short 1,000. Like, whoa. Just stomping out my numbers. Like 1,000. And it'll be like within a day. It's like, holy smokes. I watch my kids watch YouTube. Shorts. I tell them, it's destroying your attention span. But anyway, I'm moving away from the issue at hand. AI. Perfect for these shorts. Just put out Bigfoot acting stupid out in the woods. 2 minutes. Done. More videos of Bigfoot. And by the way, I enjoy the videos of Bigfoot. I've been seeing people have been complaining that it's getting racist. Or they say it's been racist. I mean, I saw Bigfoot before. I've been watching him a while where he was like a white boy. And he'd just be acting like a dummy out in the woods. And he was just acting a fool. And it was funny. I was laughing at it. Then they brought out this black ghetto girl that was like Sasquatch. And I laughed at them, and I was like, that's funny too. But then it starts getting a little crazy, when they start pulling out gorillas, and I'm like, this is getting a little out of hand, guys. Catching some gorilla, throwing her into zoo, and she's giving the most ratchet black girl behavior. It's all right, I can see they're starting to get mad, and rightfully so, It gets to a point where it gets to be a bit much, and it's all getting pretty one-sided. But it's all about the views. You gotta remember, for these people, it's all about the views. And if they think racism sells, it gets to eyeballs, that's what they will make. And it's a shame, but that's what people are consuming. That's what they're consuming. That's what they want to see. But anyway, I was thinking about using some AI, and except mine's going to be different. What I was thinking of doing was just kind of using the same videos that I've been using and see if I could get AI to augment it. Make me a chimpanzee, but keep everything else the same. It'd be interesting. It might get some more likes, but also, it's still the same message. I'm not trying to just make completely fictional realities. It's just kind of turning myself into a chimp. I think it'd be kind of funny. Or it just has benefits. It adds a little bit to your charisma, I guess. Augmented reality. I think that's the wave of the future. Not this completely made up stuff. It's things like real people, real situations. Just use AI to kind of clean up the edges. Make it a little bit more charismatic. Kind of make it reality, but make the skies a little bit bluer. The grass a little bit greener. The birds a little bit more prevalent. Things like that. It kind of takes you into another place, but it's still reality, just augmented reality. But I don't know. Maybe that's the devil. I'm like Bobby Boucher's mama. I swear I've gotten to the point where I really am like Bobby Boucher's mama. I'm like, satellite TV, that's the devil. YouTube shorts, that's the devil. I swear I've gotten that way. It's absolutely insane. I don't know. Maybe I'm losing my mind. Maybe not. Maybe I know more than most. Maybe Bobby Boucher's mama was actually like a seer and knew what the times that were coming. Maybe. Speaking on that, I heard that AI is doing this thing where people pray in tongues and AI will interpret it for you. The devil is a liar. So you may get a kick out of it if you want to try that and see what it tells you. For some laughs, sure, get a laugh out of it. But realize, AI is not going to interpret your tongues. It's not going to do that. So let's see what else about AI. But these are wild times. A lot of people are losing their jobs. And thankfully, for now, it won't be me. God bless. Holy smokes. Let's see how many minutes I'm in. Oh, I'm hitting 10 minutes now. All right, well, I guess that's a good-sized rant. I will upload this. And guys, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Comment something. Tell me what you think about AI. I mean, is it the devil? AI, that's the devil. Or, you know what, it's in a lot of ways, it's a good tool. Think about it. You pay like $250 a month, and you can make a full AI movie and not have to worry about any actors, camera tricks, special effects. Man, Tubi is about to start putting out content like crazy. And in a way, it's really a great thing, because someone who has ideas but doesn't have the materials needed to make their ideas a reality, they can make a whole movie. Tubi will take it. Tubi will put it out. You know, and if you really got talent, people will talk about your movie. They'll want to see more, and you'll be able to make some more money off it. That's a great thing. In that way, AI is a great thing. Some people misuse it. But one thing that I think is absolutely horrible, expect it to be very active during the midterms and the next presidential election. AI is going to show out. So what I would say, really, they should make a law that AI videos do need to have a watermark. You probably see on most of my videos the video editor mark on it. I'm comfortable with that. If it's AI, it really should be required by law to have a watermark, or someone's going to jail. Especially if you're using the faces of real people, or trying to convince your audience that this is real people. You could really make some real problems. Think about it. You have another Derek Chauvin incident, and Derek Chauvin and George Floyd somewhere. I hate to use that example, but things like that happen. Sometimes it's a cop kills a black man out in the street or something. You could really inflame the situation with some AI videos dumped on some TikToks and some people's inboxes and Instagram. You could really inflame the situation to a serious degree. To be like where people are saying, do you see what they're saying? Do you see what they're saying? No, they're not. And another thing, a lot of this content, the really crazy ones, the ones that are just outwardly racist on TikTok, I wouldn't be surprised if it's really a Chinese operative, one of China's 10-cent army. Because China does that. China does that, and they will do that for the purpose of inflaming tensions. China would love nothing more than a race war in America. They love nothing more than that. So consider that. Consider that. There is a possibility it's some Chinese guy in Hong Kong wearing a military uniform, putting out these gorillas wearing weaves, getting chased by the police videos. It very well may be. But anyway, guys, like, comment, subscribe. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.